Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year. I wish you the very best in 2024. May it be a prosperous new year for us all and may all our dreams come true. Welcome back to Brain Gist and thank you for watching all of the time. And thanks for all of the encouragement from the viewers. I appreciate it and subscribers. Thank you very much. So, my first video this year is dedicated to sleep because I know how important sleep is. And in our world today, when we're all busy, with our hustles and we run around, we have very little time left to sleep. At least 20% of adults, research has shown, are not getting the amount of sleep that they need to function well. Now, a question that keeps reverberating everywhere is how much sleep do we actually need? It's easy to just prescribe and say everyone needs about 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. Perhaps that's accurate, but I would think that the correct answer will be individual based. So if you want to know how much sleep you need in reality, then one could design an experiment and say, try to sleep for 5 hours, try to sleep on some other nights 6 or 7 or 8 hours and see if you function well. So your sleep need is that amount of sleep that gives you the enough energy, enough mental clarity, enough concentration to be able to go through your day without fatigue, without any brain fog, without any lack of concentration, and you being able to do everything you want to do well. So, but I'm going to be going through what general recommendation from international experts is, not looking about on my computer and reading that out. And that's based on age, actually. I'm going to be reading that out shortly. But before going into that, I first have to establish, why do we need to sleep? Could we not just stay awake and keep doing whatever we want to do that's important for us endlessly without sleeping? The point is, sleep is very, very fundamental. We believe that sleep has a restorative function. So you would have burned a lot of energy during the day. You would have done a lot of, things that would consume your mental resources. This is the time that the body has to replenish energy levels, to repair injuries to the body that has happened during the day, to restore your mental resources, to consolidate your memory. And there's so many functions of sleep. Even your immune system gets boosted and regulated during sleep. So now that we know some of the functions of sleep, the question now is, if we do not sleep adequately, what are the consequences? So we have short-term and long-term consequences. Short-term consequences include things like, lack of mental clarity. People make careless mistakes, attention is affected, memories affected. People feel, foggy, and there's fatigue in the day, sleepiness in the day, and stuff. So this is simply for short-term consequences. And sometimes I see patients coming into the clinic complaining that they just lack energy, or they can't concentrate at work, or they're forgetful. And when we try to dig into what might be causing it, we realize they're actually not sleeping adequately. So there is even a diagnosis now, a diagnostic entity that's called chronic insufficient sleep syndrome, CISS. So CISS is a very common problem in a world today, affecting quite a lot of people. Quite a lot of us are having inadequate sleep, and that's even leading to accidents because there's more mistakes on the road in the part of the drivers, either because they get into micro sleeps, or they just have lapses in attention, or they sleep off while driving or while at the traffic lights or junction. So sleep needs to be given the right attention. Now, What are the potential long-term consequences of not sleeping well? So research is showing increasingly that such individuals who've slept very poorly for a very long time have higher risk of developing brain degenerative conditions, including things like Parkinson's disease or Alzheimer's disease. Now, having said all of this, so how much sleep do we need per day? Now, it would depend on individuals. But generally speaking, each person's somnotype is different. Some people with 6 hours sleep fine, some people with 7, some people with 8. But the general recommendation from international experts, I'll look through my computer to read that out, will be for infants, for example, between 4 months to 11 months, they need between 12 to 15 hours of sleep per day. For toddlers, they need between 11 to 14 hours of sleep. And then when we come to preschool children between 3 to 5 years of age, experts recommend between 10 and 13 hours of sleep every night. And then let me go to the school age between 6 and 13 years of age. They need between 9 and 11 hours of sleep every night. And of course, there's a range. It's a range. In the gray column here, we can see the range, and then in the dark column, that's the recommendation. For some people, they will need less, and some people will need more. And then for teenagers between the ages of 14 and 17, they typically would need between 8 and 10 hours per night. And for young adults from 18 to 25, they need between 7 to 9 hours per night. And for people in the very productive age range between 26 and 64, where most of us are, we need between 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. Of course, some people would do well with 6 hours, some would need up to 10 hours. And then for older adults from 65 and above, they need less amount of sleep. Some might need as low as 5 to 6 hours per night, and some people might need up to 9 hours per night. So hopefully you learned something from this presentation today. I hope to be able to bring you more interesting videos about sleep in the future. Just stay tuned. And if you have questions regarding sleep or any other videos I've made in the past, please do drop them in the box there. I like to read the chat and I'll respond to you. So thank you for watching and this time, and I hope you would share this with your friends, family, and colleagues. And please do not forget to subscribe. See you next time, and happy 2024.